Good morning, everybody. It is May 5th or 6th or something today. Anyway, it's the next day. We are cracking out here without Autosteer. The only thing I do have is I can try and keep it on this line. It's not necessarily the easiest thing, especially when you want to look back at your drill. Just like trying. Oh, and I can't quite line it up with the old drill rows because they were on just obviously a little different angle, and they actually do eventually off the mile angle off. 6 inches. Put that back. Go. So we're on one of our rollier pieces here, and then every time I'm like, you know what, I think I could maybe pull a 100-foot drill. I climb one of these hills, and then I'm like, oof, I don't know if I could roll one. I don't know if I could pull one of these bad boys. So I thought I'd bring you guys along for a ride here, and you guys can be the judge of it as well. This is basically all I look at. It's like a light bar. It's like going back to the old Outback light bar here. Problem is the light bar would be mounted right here, so you can just glance down. I know that doesn't look like much of a hill, but it actually is a decent sized hill. This is what I do. I just keep looking at this all the time. You're looking at what I'm looking at. Trying to also look to see if there's any hoses popped off. That's probably the hardest thing to do. Okay, we're gonna get geared up for this hill. So I took the eco mode off. So we're cracking in 7th gear at 5.3 right now, giving myself a little bit of a run at this thing. 2140 RPM. Shift. That's we're actually only doing 2.7 on the cart. 2.5 mile an hour, you guys. That's counting for slippage. So I'm like, oh yeah, I could pull 100. I could pull 100 until I get into some hills, and then I couldn't pull 100. This is only a 950 cart. Okay, now we're picking back up. You have to change that sensor. Terry's loading over there. You can see the truck. Some other drills over there somewhere. We are actually all in the same area. Actually, we're on our largest field. If you're wondering how big this field is, goes about 3 miles that way and a lot of miles that way. I think because we actually added to it a little bit this last year, picked up a little bit more land down in this area, so I think it's like 6,500 acres or something like that is the size of this field. So normally we don't all seed together because it's kind of congested, but when you're on 6,500 acres, it gives us a couple days, so we don't really see each other that much, to be honest with you. And that is our largest field. That is by far not our average. I think I said before, our average is like a section or something, which is 4 quarters. 160 acres to a quarter, for those of you who are unfamiliar with that. here somewhere under a hill. I think we're going to leave the biggest hill out here for Brian. Yes, I know he has the bigger cart, but I do believe his tractor is going to do a better job. In fact, I know his tractor is going to do a better job pulling. I'll just leave that right there. And yes, he has a 620 just like mine. And yeah, he has a 4-track, and that's not what I'm talking about. Oh, our little friend is back. That is the code that's been giving us all the troubles. Oh, he went away. Another little bit of a hill here. We got this. Doing about 3.7. Our target speed is about 4.5 to 4.8. That's our target speed. So we're doing lots of shifting here, and we're definitely not running eco mode anymore. Under full load, this thing will burn about 33 gallons an hour of fuel, which is quite a bit more than the 1167. I kind of wish I had the 1167 back here because it's been a while. I'm going to have to go through some of my old videos. Whoa, what am I doing here? See if I can remember how that sucker pulls. Yes, great question. Mike, where is the 1167? It's actually up at the North Farm. That's where my bigger drill is. Same size drill, actually, just bigger cart. It won't be long, and we will be heading north. Probably in a few more days we're going to be heading north. You can't really go and see the field up there and compare it with the field down here. Totally different soil, totally different topography. So they're not in any way the same. What I'm trying to say. Apparently I should drink more coffee. Alright, just going to climb another little bit of hill here. Doesn't even look that bad, but it's definitely going to take some power. We are 4.6 right now in the cart. Shifting again. 3.1 now. We're 115% power. Shift it again. 2.8. We're holding there. 3.2. Burning 31 gallons an hour right now. Shifting back up. 3.6. 121% power. 4.2.
Mike, it actually looks like you're driving pretty straight over there. How you doing that?
It doesn't feel like I'm driving that straight over here. Ha! small increments, and then I get distracted because I'm looking out at the drill and trying to see if anything, you know, make sure all my bander blades are turning. Then all of a sudden I look back and I'm 12 inches off.
It's honestly probably the same wiring harness that it was on the 2-truck.
Yeah. I guess time will tell.
Is he bringing back a wiring harness?
Oh, I doubt that. I bet you they gotta order it. Everything always has to be ordered. Oh.
That's what you had trouble with, right, Jared? No GPS?
No, my GPS is always working, other than GPS on the drill.
No, like last year, how you always kicked off the Autosteer.
Oh, yeah, I kicked off, but it would come back right away. Well, for the most part. Bob had it supposed to. But yeah, it was kicking it off. Sometimes it would be good, then next time it wouldn't come off for a long time.
Yeah, it's similar how this one was. Now it just doesn't come on at all. Now it's really screwed up.
So what wiring harness was that? Because I feel like that should be one of the first things they should check.
Well, we're getting closer to some bigger hills here. Hoping to seed off a little bit more of this wheat and fertilizer. I don't know what Terry just said, but I got you guys kind of hanging off my mirror right now. You guys are just literally hanging around. So if it's jiggling, that's just because that's what the cab is doing. The cab is jiggling around, and it's kind of always rough out here, and that's just farming. Down. You guys are basically like live streaming, but you're not live. There's always chatter on the radio about something. Could be sprayers, could be pumps blowing up, could be hydraulic hoses rupturing, could be FERT bins not wanting to flow, could be FERT augers plugged, it could be tractors broke down, needed an air compressor for a flat tire or a low tire. It could be anything. And that what you're looking at right now is a rock pile. Pure rock. That rock was actually picked by hand. Back when this ground would have been broke. You gotta remember, this ground is only like probably 100 years old since it's been broke. I guess you guys don't get to see it. You guys are pointing the other direction. Sorry, I can't do anything about it. There, maybe I can take you off here. I can go around this rock pile. There we go. You're forgetting to idle down. I normally always have to be up 2100 RPM to climb these hills. There is no eco mode out here, and then I go right back up to 2100 RPM. And I'm like, man, why is this tractor so stinking loud? And I'm like, gosh, why don't I idle it down when I'm on the flats, for goodness sakes? Come on, Mike. Come on, buddy. Mike, why don't you bury that rock pile? Actually, that is always, we keep chipping away at rock piles every fall. Granted, the fall is, drying after we can finish our harvest and stuff. And we also haul them away. It's actually faster to haul a rock pile away with our wiggle wagons and big payloaders than it is to bring the trackle down and bury them. But there are so many rock piles that I think we're going to be burying rock piles or hauling rock piles away for like the rest of our lives. And even if you get your land cleaned up, you always pick up new land, more land, and then you got to start the process all over again. It's kind of an endless cycle. Well, I have tied you guys up long enough. I will catch you guys on the flipper. Adios, amigos.